For lunch, I'm making some green beans and ham. I'm doing this a little different than what I normally do. I'm going to explain both ways. I could not get fresh green beans when we went to the store. There's a lot of produce I couldn't find since we're quarantined and everything. So we are going to make this with cans of green beans, but I will explain how I would do it if it was with fresh. So since we're using cans, I'm just going to use a pot over here. So I'm going to get this going and up the temperature. If you were using fresh green beans, of course you need to snap them, rinse them, and get them ready. But we're going to get this going here. Once that's up, this is a ham flavored base that I'm using. I just mixed up a cup for now. I had diced up some vegan ham that I made. You can find different hams in the freezer sections that's vegan as well. I chopped up about 4 red potatoes. I did go ahead and throw them in the microwave to get them mostly cooked already, just to kind of help speed it along. If you're doing it in the pressure cooker, I would not cook them at all ahead of time. I have a medium onion cooked up. I don't know that I'm going to throw that all in there. I have 4 cans of green beans. And then I'm going to use a little bit of minced garlic, red pepper, and then salt and pepper in here. And then I will top it off when it's done with a little bit of the bacon that I previously made. So this time I'm going to just use a little bit of ham base in here instead of using oil. Just going to go ahead and put that in. And that's when I'm going to go ahead and cook the onions up in. So yeah, that's probably about the equivalent of a small to medium onion that I'm putting in there. And I'm just going to saute these up until they get translucent, and then I will add in the garlic at that time. Now that those have been cooking for several minutes, they're starting to start to turn a little bit translucent. I'm going to go ahead and add in some garlic. I'm going to add in my ham that I have.
And was that ham made with what?
Vital wheat gluten was the main thing that's in there. At a later date, I don't have that recipe stuff with me for all that kind of stuff, but when I get access to it later, I can make some to show them how to do it. I'm going to just let that cook for a couple minutes before I add in the potatoes. This is kind of heated through now on the ham. It is starting to want to stick a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and put the base all in here. And then I'm going to add in the potatoes.
And you drained those?
Yes, they're drained. Now, at this point, if I would have cooked everything up to this point the way I normally would. In the pressure cooker, if you had your fresh beans. And at this point then I would still mix everything all up. You want to add salt and pepper to taste in here with it, and then you don't necessarily have to put the crushed red pepper. We really like a little kick to our food, so I am going to add it. And once I get this on here, I'm just going to put a lid on and let this kind of warm all the way through. If you're using the pressure cooker, you would go ahead and set it on manual, on high for 8 minutes. And then once it's done, you would just let it do a natural release, and then it would be ready for you. But this now, I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to stir it up. And I'm just going to put the lid on so it can get all warmed all the way through. It's just a matter, like I said, I already pre-cooked those potatoes in the microwave to make it a little bit easier on me. And then it's just a matter of the beans getting warm through now. So we're going to check on this here. Seems like it's warmed all the way through now. So I'm just going to go ahead and take some of the bacon, sprinkle it over the top here. Since it's in the fridge, or was in the fridge, I'm just going to put this lid back on for another minute or so just to let it warm up a little bit, and then it's ready to serve. Okay, I ended up making some cornbread to go along with this. I just used the Jiffy mix. You might make sure you get the vegetarian, and I just used non-dairy milk, and instead of an egg I used a quarter cup of applesauce. And you just mix it up and make it just the directions on the box.